Hello! We have so much Mercurial energy going on right now. Whether it's the sun just having entered Virgo, the region of space known as Virgo this past day, moon's in Gemini has been for today, Friday, and it will be for tomorrow, Saturday, and the first part of Sunday probably too. Just the first couple hours, early morning hours. And then we have this Venus and Mars and Virgo conjunction. So we actually have this Virgo stellium. Okay, long story short, what does this all mean? It means this is a wonderful litmus test to see how our quality of mind is going. Either things right now are really fucking good, or they're probably not that fucking good, you know. With Mercury and Leo being the root common denominator here, because Virgo and Gemini is both ruled by Mercury, and Mercury and Leo is a very definitive energy. It's either like, yeah, everything is sunshine, or everything is clouds and rain, and there's no light and warmth. So if you find yourself in the latter half, let's focus on the positive first. If you find yourself in the first half, okay, cool, foster that even more, so make the positive even better. And if you find yourself in the latter half, ask yourself, what is it that I'm thinking? What ideas do I have? What am I saying, or who am I speaking to that is causing me to be in this negative mindset? And I don't want you to think, oh, whose fault is it? I'm going to point the finger at somebody else. That's not an effective way to handle these current energies. In fact, you probably end up in a very pointless, although very mentally cerebral conversation / really argument, where people are just trying to battle each other and overcome each other through their minds and fueled by their egos. Let's just avoid all that shit. That shit sucks, and it's not the best of what we have to experience here on Earth. In general, but especially during times like these. So again, this is a beautiful litmus test. And if other people are not having a good day, if they're being nitpicky, if they're trying to tear you down, keep that in mind that, okay, I mean, it's always good to be humble. It's always good to keep our minds and our ears open for constructive criticism. But if people are just being destructive with their minds and their analysis, okay, then they're going through that mentally for themselves also. And they're just being way too hard on themselves, so they're trying to be way too hard on others. Or they're just a narcissist and they're trying to hurt somebody else's feelings just for the sake of doing it because it's fun for them. But in any case, don't even deal with those people. It's best to just focus on what's going right in life, how to make it even better, and to work at it incrementally, bit by bit by bit. That's what all this Virgo energy is all about. It's not often that we have both Venus or Mars, let alone Venus and Mars, in the same region of space known as Virgo, as the sun. So to be experiencing all of this for the next, at least 3 weeks, something like that. I don't know the exact dates for the Venus transit, but certainly Mars and the sun are going to be together like this sun for the next month. And then Venus is at least 2-3 weeks, something like that in there. So from where we are right now for the next 2 and 3 weeks, this is like a hyper drive of being able to think and get stuff done effectively and get the details right. And it's beautiful. Let's focus on that. We focus on the positive, more positive comes. We focus on the negative, too much. Sometimes we have to address the negative, and that's okay. But then what are we going to do on the positive side? Okay, this is a mess. Let's clean it up. This is confusing, misunderstandings. Let's talk it out. Whatever it is, there's always a solution. That's something I've learned really just in any transit through studying astrology. There's always a solution. It just comes down to awareness, and then practicing that awareness and changing the course of our lives through changing our minds and changing our hearts to be able to embody and foster behaviors that are bringing us upwards. So again, this is a great time to stay humble, use our minds in productive, constructive ways, and to ignore those who are using it in destructive ways, and or not to be around them or dealing with them as little as possible. And if you have to deal with it, just keep in mind, hey, somebody else is going through their own thing mentally. Ultimately, I'm not going to let that ruin my day. I'm not going to let that get in the way of my goodness. Peace. As always, I'm doing readings. Okay, my schedule. I'm booked for this upcoming week. Solid, which is cool. But for the week after that, it's still open. So if you're interested, feel free, of course, to message me on my Facebook page, email me. The link on Instagram is in the bio section of my channel, and then on YouTube it's in the About section, and you'll be able to see all the readings I offer. Feel free to ask me any kind of questions you have about them. And yeah, I think that's it. Peace, 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 peace.